Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I have my July book haul for you, so let's just get right into it. So this month I actually bought quite a few books that were not from Book Outlet, which is very unlike me, but I am going to show those books first and then I'll show the books that I got from Book Outlet afterwards, and I'll say where I got all the books from, obviously. So one of the things I've been doing recently is watching the prices of books a lot closer and watching for when they drop on Amazon and Chapters and things like that, and I've been getting like a lot of books like pretty cheap that way, and so I've been getting more books probably than I normally do. But the first book I got was Red, White, and Royal Blue by Casey McQuiston. This is obviously a very, very popular book, and this was I think $14 on Amazon, which was pretty cheap because it was $22 everywhere else. And so yeah, I feel like everybody knows what this one's about by now, so I'm not going to get into that, but I got this one. This next book I'm like super excited about because when I first got into booktube last summer, I think it was, I watched a lot of lovely like Laura's videos. I still do, I watch all of her videos, but she talks about this book pretty often and I kept putting off buying it, and it finally dropped in price, like barely, but just enough to convince me that it was worth buying. And that is Burnout by Coralie June, and I love the cover of this one. I'm normally like not one for like the abs covers, but for whatever reason the like writing on this just really speaks to me, and this was like $12. And this one is a brother's best friend, but also like student teacher. Like I think the girl moves in with her brother to finish her senior year of high school, but she hasn't, like I think she's a year older, like she's older than, like she might be like 19 in her senior year, and she moves in with her brother, and his roommate is also her like high school teacher that she ends up like hooking up with. And so I'm excited to read this one. It sounds really crazy, but I really trust Laura's recommendations, so I'm excited for this one. Next is The Goal by Elle Kennedy, and I bought this one because when she announced that she was coming out with the mass market paperback ab covers, I was kind of worried that these ones would stop being sold or they'd become more expensive. So this was the last one I was missing from the Off-Campus series, so I just picked it up. Next is a book that I have been thinking about buying and thinking about not buying for so long, but it finally dropped to a price where I was like, okay, I can like commit to this, and it is From Blood and Ash by Jennifer L. Armentrout. For this one, the reason I kept thinking maybe I wouldn't buy it was because it's so big that I was like, maybe I just want to read it like at the library as an ebook, but then I was also like, I like that I can take this to the cottage kind of and have like a book that I know I probably won't finish while I'm there. But this one went down to $13 on Amazon, which is like really, really cheap for this book. And like I said, I've been watching it, and if you want to know like a really good hack for watching book prices on Amazon, put the books you want to buy in your cart and then put them in like the save for later section, and then if you just like leave that tab open, and every day if you go in and refresh it, it will literally tell you all the prices that have changed. Like it'll say From Blood and Ash has decreased from $20 to $16.75 or whatever. Like it'll tell you like what it went up from to what it, like where the prices differentiated, and that has really helped me like save a lot of money on books because I can watch them to see like what prices they generally fluctuate between, so that I know when it goes below what it normally does. And so that was how I got this one, which again I'm really excited about. Next is Clipped Wings by Helena Hunting. This is my second favorite book of all time. I love it. It's about a tattoo artist named Hayden, who ends up dating this girl Tenley, who's like she starts out as his client, but she's also working as his aunt works across the street from his tattoo shop in like a coffee shop bookstore kind of thing, and she works for his aunt, and so she kind of knows him already when she goes to get the tattoo, and they end up getting together. And this one is like 37% off on Chapters right now. I'm not sure if it will be by the time this video goes up, but it might still be if you want to check this out. It was only $15, and like I said, my second favorite book of all time. I really love this one. Next, again with the price watching, was I got The Beast by Katie Roberts, and this one I cannot believe no one has recommended this series to me, because I feel like I am the target audience of this series. Like, it's called the Wicked Villain series, and it's literally like Disney, like, romance books. And like, honestly, that's like everything I could ever want combined into one book. Like, I am so excited about this series. And you're probably wondering why I bought The Beast in particular when there's like 6 books and this isn't the first one. But I bought this one because when I discovered this series, I was looking at them on Amazon and I went to check them out on chapters, and for whatever reason, this one was like crazy discounted. Like, this was like $5. And so I just picked it up because I know I'm going to get the whole series eventually. So I got this while it was super cheap. And then lastly, before I get into the book outlet ones, I got Punk 57 by Penelope Douglas. This one also was another one I watched the price drop on Amazon, and I totally bent the cover of this when I was taking my thumbnail picture before, and I'm really sad about it. But anyway, I've already read this one too. It's really good if you haven't read it already. Really love it. So that is it for the ones that I got at like regular stores. Now I'll move into the book outlet ones. So the first book I got there is Fly on the Wall by E. Lockhart. This is obviously the author of We Were Liars, which I haven't read yet, but I got this one because it sounded kind of interesting, and also I was thinking about doing a video where I read like other books that really popular authors have written, because like obviously We Were Liars is hugely popular, but I feel like no one ever talks about any of E. Lockhart's other books, so I kind of thought about doing a video like that where I read like they're like not as popular books and see if they're good. So I got this for that mostly. This is about a girl who, I believe it's like in high school, where she kind of makes a wish that she could be a fly on the wall to find out what boys are really like, and then her wish comes true and she actually like finds out what all the boys are talking about and stuff, I guess, which sounds kind of interesting. It's really short, so got that one. Next, I'm really excited about this one because the cover is different than it was on the website, which I'm happy about. And this is Chemical Hearts by Crystal Sutherland. This is they're making a movie, or I guess the movie's already out, for this on Amazon Prime, I think it is, and it's got Lily Reinhart in it. And the picture on the website was the movie cover, and I really didn't want that, but it was all they had, so I was like, fine, I'll buy that. And they sent me this cover, and I'm really excited about it. And I don't know much about this one. I guess the guy falls in love with this girl who, I think she's kind of like, yeah, she says she walks with a cane, wears oversized boys' clothes, and rarely seems to shower. And when they're chosen to co-edit the school paper, he quickly finds himself falling for her. And I don't know, I watched the trailer for the movie and it seemed pretty good, so I'm excited to read this one. Next, I got this like short story bundle. This is My True Love Gave to Me 12 Holiday Stories, edited by Stephanie Perkins. I have the summer version of this one already, but I have just like really been feeling Christmas lately. Like, I have been wanting to read Christmas books and like really just all in the holiday spirit in the middle of July, so I'm like, pick this up for when I can actually read it at Christmas. And so I'm excited about that one. Next, I got The Spectacular Now by Tim Tharp, and this is kind of funny because I bought this book, I already have this book, but I have the movie cover, but I keep putting off reading it because The Spectacular Now is one of my favorite movies of all time, like easily in the top 3 movies ever that I've watched. And so I have the movie cover, and I thought I would get the regular cover because it is like one of my favorite movies, but I'm also so scared to read the book because I'm scared it's gonna ruin the movie for me. Like, that either I'm gonna really, really love the book and then I'm gonna think the movie's trash and it's like one of my favorite movies, so then I'm gonna be sad about it. Or I'm like, the book's gonna suck and then I'm gonna be sad about the movie too. So I'm like, either way I'm doomed if I read this book. So I just keep like not reading it, but I really kind of want to, so maybe someday I'll actually like finally do that. The next 2 books kind of go together. This is Cruel Beauty and Crimson Bound by Rosamund Hodge. And these are like fairy tale retellings, like romances. This is Beauty and the Beast, and this one is Little Red Riding Hood. And I'm really excited to get to these. These have been on like my radar/wish list forever, and Book Outlet finally got both of them in, so really excited about those. Next is Crush by Nicole Williams, and this is the 3rd book in the Crash series, I guess it's called. There's Crash, Clash, and then Crush, and I really liked the first one. I feel like I don't hear anyone ever talk about it much. It's like I'm pretty sure it's like Bad Boy good girl kind of thing. And I really liked it. I thought it was really cute, and I bought the second one already, so this is the third one, so now I can read them all, and I'm excited about that. Next, I got The Crown by Kiera Cass, because on Black Friday, I thought I bought all of these books from Book Outlet, but I don't know if they like ran out of stock of this one, or I just like didn't order it, or what happened with that, but I realized recently that I was missing this one from the series, so now I have them all, which is exciting as well. I can finally read those. And the last book I got is this like bind up of Sarah Dessen books. It is The Moon and More and Just Listen, and this is like giant. But I've been trying to collect Sarah Dessen's books as well. The font in this is pretty big too, so that's good. But I'm excited to get into these as well. These seem very summery as well, which I really like. So that is all the books I bought in July. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below, and I will see you next time.